What's going on, everyone? TJ Fitness, the news reviews, and together with me,
the new formula of the Apollon Nutrition Chaos Fat Burner.
And by the way, people, this shit is overdosed to the extreme. Spoiler fucking alert. Listen, people, I'm gonna take you through this craziness of a label. Then I'm gonna share with you my personal experience using this one over the last 2 weeks, and then, towards the end of the video, I'm gonna give you my final verdict. Who is this one for? Should you give a shit? Let's get right into it. Okay guys, so Apollon Nutrition, obviously this company, this brand doesn't need no introduction here on the Fitness Daily News channel. We've been following the company for the last couple of years. You know, it all started with Hooligan pre-workout. Used to be 600 milligrams of caffeine, then 700 milligrams of caffeine, but really fully loaded. It's not about the caffeine. Then they launched Assassin, the mother, the father, the parents of all Steam Junkie pre-workouts. Actually, I have it here. Check out this review below because this new version 6, was just launched probably a month ago, and since then people have been going nuts. Anyway, the review links below. Also to the Hooligan pre-workout. I also reviewed their intro workout, their BCAA, their fat burners, the previous version of Chaos. I'm gonna link to that review below also. And now, in the tradition of Apollon Nutrition, Robert Samburski, the owner of Apollon Nutrition, from what I understand, went and actually wanted to try and improve this a bit, just to change one ingredient here, and obviously went crazy and totally changed the formula here, went totally overdose, as usual for Apollon Nutrition. This is what you've become to expect from Apollon Nutrition. Listen, people, as far as what we expect from a fat burner, let's start right out of the gate. I say that in every review for a fat burner. Fat burners are not magic formulas. No matter which fat burner, at least not legal shit, is not, you're not gonna sit there, eat fucking pizza and burgers and lose fat. That's not how it works. Fat burners are fat loss aids. They're aiding, they're supporting your real effort, which is eating less shit and training harder. And then fat burners can help, or fat loss aids can help. That's what we expect from fat burners. We don't expect them to magically burn all the fucking pizza we eat. Anyway, people, listen. I'm obviously passionate about this topic. But listen, so Chaos Fat Burner, this is an interesting fat burner formula, because, or fat loss aid formula, because what Apollon Nutrition did here, they went super overdose on fat metabolizers and thermogenic ingredients. So thermogenic ingredients, again, increasing your body metabolic rate so you can burn a bit more calories. Again, a bit more, 100, 200, 300, not 1,000, right? But they went totally overdose here. There's ingredients here. There's no ingredient here that you haven't seen before in a fat burner, or let's say in a high-end formula of a fat burner. But the amounts that they have here on these ingredients is insane. And actually, arguably, the first and only fat burner that I have seen, that when you actually go with 2 servings, so basically you take this in the morning and then in the afternoon, or you take this in the I wouldn't recommend taking this in the evening. Morning to take you through the first half of the day, and afternoon you reach, for the first time in the history of fat burners, the actual clinical dose for some of these ingredients. Starts with chromium at 15 micrograms. That's going to help your body. It's basically like a GDA, glucose disposal agent. It's going to help your body with regulating insulin. And then, so that's basically good for diet. And long story short, good for diet. 15 micrograms is sort of half the clinical dose, and the idea here is, like I said, you take one in the morning, you take a serving in the morning with your workout, let's say, then a serving in the afternoon with, like, just to take you through the second half of the day, or the other way around with your workout. And then, so that's it. Then you have green tea leaf extract. So we've seen this in pre-workouts, 750 freaking milligrams. That is a huge amount. I personally don't remember any bigger amount. There's a lot of research around what green tea extract helps with. Obviously, it's a stimulant also. It's not as hard hitting as caffeine, but it's also a stimulant. It helps with a lot of shit. Anyway, it helps with your body. It's an antioxidant. It helps your body burn fat. It increases body metabolic rate. 750 fucking milligrams is insane. Then you have caffeine at 300 milligrams, so that's okay, that's usual, and that's actually a typical dose for caffeine. That's obviously a stimulant, it's going to increase your energy, also help you burn a bit more fat. Then you have dandelion root extract at 300 milligrams. So there's all sorts of research around dandelion. None of it is super conclusive, to be honest, but it's supposed to help you again. It's supposed to help you with a bit of focus, with a bit of body metabolic rate increase, with fat burning. 300 milligrams is by far the biggest amount I've seen of dandelion. Then you have paradoxine. So listen, paradoxine we've seen everywhere. And usually, and Google this thing, you've never seen paradoxine go over 50 milligram, because that's what most people put in a formula. Now, paradoxine is grains of paradox. Anyway, it has a bunch of ingredients in it. The active ingredient is 6-paradol, and the actual clinical dose for 6-paradol is 40 milligrams. What people use paradoxine for, usually as part of their clinical dose, is 40 milligrams of paradoxine. But the 6-paradol is 12% of paradoxine. Anyway, people, long story short, 225 fucking milligrams twice a day is gonna get you the first, in the history of this thing, a clinical dose. Now the safe dosage, there's been research behind it, the safe dosage of paradoxine is 2 grams, sorry. So you're fine here with two dosages of this thing. This is, again, this ingredient will increase your body metabolic rate, will help you mobilize fat, burn more fat, get your more bang for your buck, and increase your body temperature. Inoslim, another ingredient at 125 milligrams. That is a huge amount. And again, if you take this twice, you're gonna get to 250 milligrams. Another ingredient that's shown in research to mobilize body fat, help the body burn more fat instead of other shit in your body, lose more weight, more bang for your buck. Then you have synephrine HCl at 60 milligrams. That is a lot of synephrine, obviously. You're used to synephrine. It increases body metabolic rates. It gives energy. It's a good ingredient. We're seeing it in pre-workouts also. 60 milligrams, that is a lot of synephrine. Caspimax at 50 milligrams. Again, that is a big amount of Caspimax. Caspimax is one of these ingredients that increases your body temperature, right? You feel the heat. It's the heat ingredient. You sweat shitloads of stuff. And then you have GBB at 30 milligrams. GBB is another ingredient that increases your body metabolic rate, helps the body burn more calories. There's research behind this shit, also 30 milligrams. If you take it twice a day, 60 milligrams. Listen, people. This formula is super overdosed. Arguably, if you take 2 pills of this thing and you get to 30 serve, it would still be the most super overdosed fat loss aid on the freaking planet. If there's something else which these amounts of quantities of paradoxine, Inoslim, and GBB, actually I've seen 30 milligrams. But note below, I can't remember. Maybe there is, I can't remember. Anyway, listen, people. This shit is obviously loaded, and it is very much targeted at burning more calories. Burning more calories, help you burn more calories naturally as you already burn by eating less shit and training hard. This is what this thing does here. It's not about the stims, right? This is not a stim junkie fat burner. You see, it's 300 milligrams of caffeine. The rest of the stuff is non-stimulant. It just helps your body burn more calories. Okay, people. Listen, let's talk about the actual experience using this one. I was like, I was looking at this thing and I was saying, dude, it's gonna be impossible. It's gonna be impossible to use this during the day when you work, where you go to the university, because you're gonna feel the fucking sweat all the time. You're gonna go crazy, and I was really concerned. I said, okay, this probably is gonna be great for appetite suppression. It's gonna be great for energy, mood elevation, and actually, it's gonna be great for stuff you can't really feel when you actually take it. It's gonna have a long-term effect of just burning more calories. But anyway, I was concerned about the day-to-day impact. So listen, let me tell you this. At 3 capsules, which is the full clinical dose, this definitely hits you hard. You're gonna feel the energy rush, and you're gonna feel the body temperature goes up, but it wasn't uncomfortable, interestingly enough. Like, this was, and I tell you, like, again, there's a lot of ingredients here that you're supposed to sweat balls. I didn't sweat balls when I was sitting down. I just felt like an internal burn, if that makes sense. I mean, that's the only way I can put this. I wasn't sweating, I felt an internal burn, which actually for me was way better than what I expected, because I don't want to be sitting in the office or talking with people or being on conference calls and feeling uneasy because I'm sweating and I stink. So I felt something burning on the inside, and good energy, but I didn't feel an internal burn. Where I did feel like I was sweating 2 times of what I usually sweat was when I was doing morning cardio, fasted cardio on this shit. Definitely felt that I'm sweating more, right? So that internal burn translated into sweating more in combination with actual activity. And the same thing when I use this as a pre-workout. And by the way, just that we said, I use this as a pre-workout in addition with beta-alanine just because I like the tingling and that feeling of a pre-workout. This thing plus a beta-alanine is a great pre-workout. So taking these two servings twice a day first kept me energized all day. Also took my appetite down. Definitely took my appetite down. The other thing is that internal burn, which you feel like is working in the background. Honestly. Now again, I can't tell you that I've lost 17 pounds over the last week because that would be stupid. Nothing is going to get you. But I definitely felt that I eat less. And when I got on the weight in the morning, on the scale in the morning, I definitely felt progress. Now, when you do these things over a week or 2 weeks, you're not going to get like 5 pounds loss, right? That's stupid. That's stupid. Don't believe anyone that tells you. Just from doing this, if you're not eating way dramatically less. But I definitely felt keeping weight, maintaining weight was way easier with this over the last week. Now, as far as the shit that's happening on the background, you feel that internal burn. I'm just assuming it works. All this shit here is fully clinical research. And there's, except the Dandelion, which has, like I said, not a lot of research behind it. The rest, this is the first clinical dose fat burner with these ingredients out there that I've seen. Anyway, people, if you're looking for an overdosed fat loss aid, Apollon Nutrition obviously did it again. They went all the way. So the way to use this, take it in the morning, take it in the afternoon. If it's too much for you, take 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules in the afternoon, and let the burning begin. Listen, people, as far as where you can find, this is launching literally today. So for the next few days, it's only going to be available on the Apollon Nutrition site. I obviously talked to the people, got you a special launch coupon, so you can check this coupon below. It's going to be available for a few days. I don't know exactly how much, but check this out. Hopefully you can save some money. Listen, people, if this review was helpful in your Apollon Nutrition Chaos decision-making process, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here. We help you make smart decisions about the supplements that you buy.